among them BBC Africa, CNN, Reuters, Bloomberg News, AFP, Al Jazeera, Voice of America, Associated Press, have for years endured abuse, entrenched racism, and pervasive discrimination in both hiring practices and remuneration. Many have been intimidated into silence whenever they raise concerns about the stark disparity between their pay and that of their foreign counterparts performing similar roles within the same organizations. Evidence shows that Kenyan journalists earn a fraction of what their foreign counterparts receive for equivalent pay. For instance, they are paid approximately $1,500 per month, while foreign journalists undertaking similar assignments earn up to $10,000 per month. Freelance journalists face similar inequities and are paid as little as $150 per story, while foreign journalists are paid upward to $1,500 per story. Bureau chiefs have further aggravated this injustice by blacklisting Kenyan journalists, particularly freelancers, who dare to speak out against the inequities. Honorable Speaker, the exploitation is compounded by the fact that Kenya hosts the highest number of foreign correspondents on the African continent who obtain freelance visa and directly displace qualified Kenyan journalists for employment and freelance opportunities in their own country. These systematic violations of the law have left hundreds of skilled Kenyan media professionals without recourse, and all efforts to resolve the matter through relevant bodies have yielded no meaningful results. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Labor on the following. One, the measures being undertaken by relevant government agencies to investigate and address the documented case of racial discrimination, harassment, and grossly inequitable remuneration suffered by Kenyan journalists employed by international media houses operating in Kenya. Two, the steps being taken to enforce equal pay provisions of the Constitution against international media employers who remunerate Kenyan journalists at a rate far below those of their foreign counterparts performing similar roles. And three, measures being taken by the government to address the price of blacklisting and victimization of Kenyan journalists who raise legitimate complaints about their unfair treatment and to guarantee their protection from retaliation by bureau chiefs and media employers. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Undo.
Honorable Speaker, just a matter. As you direct to the Labor Committee, there was also a matter I raised here in November last year. It was never responded for. I raised again in February this year. Up to date, there has been no response.
To which committee did you?
Labor, concerning the harassment and mistreatment of a Kenyan worker enrolled in a Chinese firm. Honorable Speaker, as you request them, please also be magnanimous enough and also ask them to bring the response likewise. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Undo. The Speaker doesn't request, he directs. Where is the Chair Labor? Who is the Chair Labor? Ken Chonga. Owen Bayer, today all your chairs of committees are not here. I can only see Mutunga. Meli popped in and out.
I will have to call for a meeting to whip them properly. Chair.
Yes, inform the Chair Labor to bring a response to this request by Undo and the previous one as well.
All right.
They can be brought together in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you. Much obliged, Mr. Speaker.
Responses, Administration and Internal Security. Kahangara, are you ready? Is Haro in the house? Hold on, Kahangara. Honorable Mulyunge, I had allowed you to request for a statement. Go ahead. Kahangara, hold
on. Honorable Speaker, I request for a statement regarding insecurity in Mwingi Central Constituency. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the rising cases of insecurity in Mwingi Town, Mwingi Central constituency. Honorable Speaker, on the 9th of June 2026, 4 male bodies were exhumed from a shallow grave near Kasina Primary School in Mwingi town, barely 1 kilometer from Mwingi Police Station in Mwingi Central constituency. Earlier, Mr. Speaker, in May 2026, 2 bodies, reportedly of a man and a woman, were found dumped at a river called Kanginga within the same area. The bodies remained unclaimed to date, pointing at the possibility that the victims may have been killed elsewhere and their bodies disposed of on the outskirts of Mwingi town. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, on the 3rd of November 2024, Mr. Ngumbao Kianga of ID number 2672, a resident of Mwingi Central constituency, went missing under unclear circumstances. His family reported his disappearance at Mwingi Police Station under OMB number 29/4/11/24. This incident has left his family in anguish, particularly noting that efforts to establish his whereabouts has not borne fruits. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, in May 2026, the body of Mrs. Winfred Kenya from Kabati, Kitui County, and also a business lady from Mwingi town were found dumped at Kithioko area, and the matter reported at Kithioko Police Station. These instances have caused immense anguish to the affected families and raised concern among residents over the state of security in Mwingi town and its environs. The discovery of several bodies in shallow graves and the dumping sites points at a possible pattern of criminal activity that requires urgent investigations by the relevant security agencies. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. Roman 1, the identities and circumstances surrounding the exhumation of 4 bodies from shallow graves near Kasina Primary School in Mwingi town on the 9th of June 2026. Roman 2, the identities and status of investigations into the matter of 2 bodies found dumped at River Kanginga in May 2026. Roman 3, the status of investigations into the disappearance of Mr. Ngumbao Kianga reported at Mwingi Police Station under OMB number 29/4/11/24 and the steps taken to establish his whereabouts. Roman 4, the status of investigations into the murder of Mrs. Winfred Kanya, a business lady from Mwingi town in May 2026. Roman 5, measures being taken by the relevant security agencies to enhance patrols, surveillance, intelligence gathering, and community engagement to restore security within Mwingi sub-county. And Roman 6, the long-term measures being put in place to restore public confidence, ensure justice for the affected families, and prevent similar incidences in Mwingi town. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, internal security.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think considering that there are various incidents, 2 weeks' time will be enough to bring the reports.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead now and respond. Is Haro in the house now? Go ahead and respond to his request.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Abdul Haro has requested to be appraised on the delays in the issuance of national identity cards in northeastern Kenya. The Honorable Member particularly sought to be informed on the following. A report on the number of ID cards possessed and issued per county and sub-county, including the average timelines in each region. B, reasons for the delay in processing and issuance of national ID cards to applicants in northern Kenya, particularly northeastern region, within the last 3 years. C, steps taken to address the issuance of duplicate ID cards in Mandera Central sub-county to persons who had not applied for them. And D, measures put in place by the Ministry of Interior and National Administration to ensure equitable, efficient, and timely processing and issuance of national identity cards across all regions in the country. Mr. Speaker, I wish to respond as follows. A, on a report on the number of ID cards processed and issued per county and sub-county, including the average timelines in each region. Honorable Speaker, from July 2025 to March 2026, the Registration Bureau, that's NRB, has processed and delivered a total of 1,800,127 national ID cards countrywide, including foreign offices. Out of this, Mr. Speaker, 997,356,000 cards belong to first-time applicants, that's NPR. Highlights of ID cards issued per region. The average processing timelines per region is 3 to 7 days, excluding delivery timelines. Mr. Speaker, attached is a report showing the number of IDs issued per county. I think that will be shared with the member to be able to see by proceed in the reply. Currently, the National Registration Bureau is automating enrollment through the live capture system, which transmits applicants' data directly to the card production center in Nairobi. Applications processed via the live capture are completed within 3 days, between 3 to 7 days, excluding delivery timelines to and from the NRB headquarters. However, most registration centers still rely on manual applications due to limited deployment of the live capture machines across the 934 registration centers. To address this, the State Department of Migration and Citizen Services has prioritized acquisition of additional live capture units. Already, 300 units have been received this month, and another 200 expected by the end of the financial year. Gradual deployment of the live capture equipment across all sub-counties and division offices will substantially reduce waiting times for ID issuance. B, on the reasons for the delay in processing and issuance of IDs to applicants in northern Kenya, and particularly northeastern region, within the last 3 years. Honorable Speaker, between January 2023 and March 2026, NRB has processed and issued a total of 234,451 ID cards in northern Kenya as follows. Garissa County, 100,146. Wajir, 69,332. Mandera, 64,973. Currently, there are 24,458 applications from the region which remain at various stages of processing at the NRB headquarters. To fast-track completion of all pending applications, the Directorate has optimized production using 2 card personalization machines with a daily capacity of 32,000 cards. Additionally, a rapid response initiative, RRI, has been introduced, enabling 24-hour card printing to eliminate the delays. Honorable Speaker, to further enhance service delivery, NRB is conducting a mobile registration exercise in the northeastern region. C, on the steps taken to address the issuance of duplicate IDs in Mandera Central Sub-County to persons who had not applied for them. Honorable Speaker, a machine error that resulted in the double printing of 200 cards has now been rectified. The system has also been enhanced to prevent duplication where a serial number has already been issued. Mr. Speaker, the State Department for Immigration and Citizen Services has also rolled out what we call the Maisha number, a unique lifelong identifier that ensures no duplication of personal data or ID cards. This innovation is significant as it provides a permanent and secure identity reference for every citizen, strengthening integrity and trust in the national registration system. On D, measures put in place by the Ministry of Interior and National Administration to ensure equitable, efficient, timely processing and issuance of national ID cards across all regions in the country. Mr. Speaker, the following measures have been put in place to ensure equitable, efficient, timely issuance of IDs nationwide. One is abolition of extra vetting in border counties. In line with the presidential directive, additional vetting requirements in border counties have been abolished. Revised registration guidelines now harmonize procedures across the country. Chiefs and declared parents endorse their thumbprints on registration forms, taking responsibility for verifying the citizens. B, we have what we call Usajili Mashinani program. This was launched in October 2025. This initiative targets marginalized and arid and semi-arid areas as our counties, bringing services closer to communities with poor infrastructure and accessibility challenges. It specifically addresses counties where the registration coverage remains below 70%. Expansion of the program is ongoing to ensure nationwide inclusivity. On C, the waiver of fees for first-time applicants, following the government directive implemented through Gazette Notice of 19 March 2025, fees for first-time applicants have been abolished. This has already yielded positive results, with applications by first-time registration increasing. Temporary waivers for duplicate and change of particulars applications have further eased financial burdens, supporting voter registration efforts and improving access to essential services for all citizens, regardless of economic status. And D, we also have what we call the school-based registration. In partnership with the Ministry of Education, the National Registration Bureau conducts mobile registration programs in high school for registration and issuance of IDs to eligible students aged 18 and above. Honorable Speaker, these measures have significantly enhanced access to national ID cards and related services, reinforcing government's commitment to inclusivity, equity, and citizen-centered service delivery. And Mr. Speaker, as I said, there is a table attached showing the number of identity cards issued in every county between July 2025 and March 2026, which we are going to share with the member. I thank you, Mr.